students, today we are going to discuss on the new topic of the human nervous system, that is PNS. It means peripheral nervous system. Yes students, peripheral nervous system. Students, the peripheral nervous system may be defined as it is the kind of nervous system that almost extended to the whole surface of the body as well as the internal organs. Yes students, because it is consist of the nerve fibers that arises from the central nervous part of central nervous system. It means brain and spinal cord. Yes students, the nerve fibers that are arises from the brain and spinal cord are constitute the peripheral nervous system. Look at the on this basis the PNS, it means peripheral nervous system, is composed of two types. What are these? The first one is the cranial nerves, and the second one is the spinal nerves. Students, cranial nerves. There are 12 pair of cranial nerves. There are 12 pair of cranial nerves arises from the different part of our brain. Yes, students, these cranial nerves are arises from the different part of our brain. The term cranial is originated from the term cranium. It means the skull in which our brain box, in which our brain is enclosed. That's why such nerves are commonly called the cranial nerves. There are 12 pair of cranial nerves are found in our brain, and these cranial nerves are arises from the different part of our brain. They help in not only taking the information from the different receptor organs, it means sense organs, but also transmits the actions against the kind of stimuli that are received by the receptor organs. Now students, another type of the PNS is spinal nerves. There are 31 pair of spinal nerves are arises from the various part of our spinal cord. Yes students, 31 pair of spinal nerves arises from the various region of our spinal cord, and they help in the give response against involuntary reflexes or involuntary actions. It means there is no need to give information to our brain before give response against that kind of stimuli. It means in the unconscious of the brain, these spinal nerves perform their function first, and then the information goes to our brain. Thus, the spinal nerves helps in control and coordination of the reflexes or reflex actions which are controlled by the spinal nerves. These nerves also transmit the actions against the stimuli without the conscious of our brain. That's why called spinal nerves. Now students, another type of the human nervous system is peripheral nervous system. After peripheral nervous system, the another type of the nervous system of human body, ANS, it means autonomous nervous system. Students, autonomous nervous system or ANS. Autonomous nervous system or ANS, as the name auto. Auto means self. Nomos means have ability to perform function, and they are consist of the nerve cell or neuron. That's why they are the part of the human nervous system. Now students, the ANS. ANS is the part of the human nervous system that has controlled over the kind of actions that are involuntary in function. Yes students, that are involuntary in function. There is no control on such kind of actions according to our desire, such as the breathing rate, the respiratory rate, the heartbeat rate, and the process of digestion, respiration, circulation of blood in our body. Such kind of actions are performed by the kind of nervous system that is called autonomous nervous system. Students, the autonomous nervous systems are also consist of two types of nerves. The sympathetic nerves are sympathetic system, and the second one is the parasympathetic. Students, the sympathetic system is consist of the sensory nerves or neurons. Yes students, it is consist of the sensory nerve or neurons, and they helps in receiving the impulses from the different receptor organs, and they send it to our brains for further responses. Whereas students, the parasympathetic system of the ANS is consist of motor nerves or neurons. Yes students, they are consist of motor nerve or neurons, and they transmit the impulses that are received from the brain or spinal cord to the different part of the receptor organs or sense organs or muscles or tissues for performing the actions against the stimuli. That's why they are called parasympathetic system or parasympathetic nerve systems. Now students, we are going to discuss about the kinds of reactions. Yes students, kinds of reactions found in human body. Kinds of reactions. Students, there are mainly two types of reactions performed by the human body. Yes students, what are these? The first one is voluntary reactions. And the second one is involuntary reactions. What are voluntary reactions? The voluntary reactions are the kinds of responses that are performed by our intensive behaviors. Yes students, they are in the conscious of our brain and controlled by our desire according to our willpower. It means if we are going to lift any kind of substances by our hand, then This kind of information first goes to our mind, our brain, then I have to perform such kind of actions. That's why such kind of reactions are known as the voluntary reactions. Whereas the second type of the reactions is involuntary reactions. What are involuntary reactions? First, I take an example. When we eat the food, the process of digestion will start. Either if we are not want to desire our inguled food or intaken food get digested, then what happens? Students, as we take the food, its digestion will start because there is no control of ourselves to stop the process of digestion. Yes, the process of digestion will be completed after 6 hours, and if we want to stop the process of digestion, this cannot be controlled by ourselves. Such kind of reactions are called involuntary reactions. Beside it, our heartbeat rate, the rate of respiration, rate of breathing, like such types of reactions that take place in our body, that is involuntary reactions. Thus, students, now we are further going to discuss on the topic reflex action. What are reflex actions? Students, reflex actions are just the kind of responses that are performed by the spinal cord without any help or need of conscious to our brain. The kinds of actions performed by the spinal cord are called reflex actions. Now, students, take an example of reflex action. If you touch any hot object, your hand get drawn back. This is an example of reflex action. First, your hand get drawn back from that object from which you sensitize the expression of heating. Then the information goes to your brain. The object is hot. Likewise, when any kind of nails get punctured in our legs get drawn back first. This is kind of reflex action. On the basis of the control and uncontrolled basis, there are two types of reflex actions. The first one is conditional reflexes, and second one is unconditioned or unconditional reflexes. What is conditional or conditioned reflexes? Students, the kinds of actions that is performed by the training, learning, or you can say that by exercise, such type of reflexes are known as the conditional reflexes. They are based upon the training and the experiences that are obtained by performing such kind of actions. Whereas the unconditional reflexes, if you are going to discuss about the unconditional reflexes, then there is no need of training or any kind of learning or assessment for such type of reflexes. For example, the making of nest by the birds, they will not obtained any kind of training from anywhere. They just assess how the nest is formed by their mother bird and they follow them continuously. Such kind of reflexes are called unconditional reflexes because there is no need of training. Now students, the today's lecture will be end here, and I hope you will understand the each and every topics very well. Students, one information is also I want to give you regularly complete the topics and the lectures in as provided by the PDF in your notebooks. Thanks students for joining today's lecture.